Hello, welcome to this discussion session. Today, this is what we are going to look at resolving this question. Now, suppose Intel stock has an expected return of 26% and a volatility of 50%, while Coca-Cola has an expected return of 6% and a volatility of 25%. If the two stocks were perfectly negatively correlated, calculate the portfolio weight that removes all risks. So first of all, let's present the information on the tabular form so that it will be easy for us to follow. So this is the Intel, this is the return, and this is the volatility. So first of all, if you write the formula for variance of a portfolio, it's going to be xi squared multiplied by the variance of I plus x co squared multiplied by the volatility of co plus 2, because we are given the correlation, becomes 2 multiplied by the correlation multiplied by the volatility of Intel and the volatility of Coke, right? Great. So let's replace the information that we have into this so that we will be left with only xi and then xc squared. Great. So if I replace the information of volatility, I'm going to have 0.25. I'm going to have 0.25 xi squared multiplied by 0.0625 xc squared minus 2xi xc, then multiply by 0.125. Great. So if I simplify it, I'm going to have 0.25 xi squared plus 0.0625 xc squared minus 0.25 xi xc is okay. So this is going to be the volatility, right? So, but the question is, now we have this to be a function of what? Xi and then xc. But we know that the weight of xi plus that of xc should always be equal to what? 1. That means I can replace, right? I can say that then xi is equals to 1 minus xc. Then I can replace it into each of the equation, right? So I'm going to have 0.25 into brackets 1 minus xi, 1 minus xc, all squared plus 0.0625 xc squared minus 0.25 into brackets, instead of xi, I'll write 1 minus xc multiplied by xc. But in the question, we've been asked to find out the weight that will remove all risks. That means at the end of the day, the portfolio risk should be equal to 0. That means I'm going to equate this one to 0. It's okay. Now, if I simplify this information further, if you simplify this equation further, you are going to have it as 0.5625 xc squared minus 0.75 xc plus 0.25 equals to 0. Right now, this becomes the quadratic equation. So you can solve this equation. And when you solve this equation, you're going to have xc is to be equal to 2/3, and xi then becomes 1 minus 2/3, which is the same as what? 1/3. That means if you want to combine, if you use if you invest 1/3 of your resources in xi and then 2/3 of it in the xc or the Coke, that means you would be able to reduce a portfolio variance to 0. It's okay. That means it is only the when you invest proportion of your assets or your money. If you invest 1/3 of your money in Intel and then 2/3 of your money in Coke, then you are able to reduce the portfolio variance to what? 0. This is different from portfolio minimization. In this case, we've been asked to find a weight that will ensure that our portfolio variance is reduced to 0. Now, the second question is, if there are no arbitrage opportunity, what is the expected risk-free rate of the interest in this economy, right? So risk-free rate. So let's find the expected return on the portfolio. Expected return on the portfolio is equal to what? WI multiplied by RI summation, right? Now in this case, we have the weight of C as what? 2/3, and then the return on C was what? Cook, which is 6%, plus 1/3, and the return on Intel, which was what? 26%. That means you have expected return of what? 12.67%. That means when you invest your 1/3 of your assets in Coke, so you invest 1/3 of your assets in Intel and then 2/3 of your assets in what Coke, that is going to give you expected return of about 12.67%. Now, when you're going to have this expected return of 12.6%, what at a risk of what? 0. Anytime that you have risk to be equal to 0, the same as what? Risk-free assets. So that means then the expected portfolio from this is the same as what? Risk-free rate of interest. That means the risk-free rate of interest, risk-free rate equals to 12.67%. Thank you. Once again, do not forget to subscribe to my videos and my channel. Thank you very much.